Hello everyone, this is Chief from CradilyGaming. We are back in another episode of Pokemon FireRed. So last time we came down from that one city, Cerulean, I believe, and we were down in Vermilion on the SSN. We are right up to the captain's quarters. Oh look, there's our good friend Emerald. Bonjour, Chief! That's the wrong voice, but whatever. Imagine seeing you here. Chief, you're really invited? So how's your Pokedex coming? I already caught 40 kinds, pal. Different kinds are everywhere. Crawl around grass areas, look hard for them. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm giving up on the voice, on the specific voices, like I have in my other playthrough on my other channel, which you guys probably haven't seen. But oh well. Let's go, Ruffles. You're gonna die. So, bag? No, not that frickin' bag. Elvis, cause he's awesome. Just kidding. He's alright. I don't know if I'm gonna keep him though. I really want water types. I want to get a Krabby and maybe a Seadra. Maybe a Seadra. Should I? Nah, maybe not a Seadra. At least a Krabby. Yeah, we're definitely gonna get a Krabby sometime. Elvis missed like a little rock he is. I can imagine like kids playing this, or like kids in real life. And you're like, go, Geodude, use rock throw. And then the kid, like, the Geodude is the rock, and the kid just throws the rock at this guy's bird. You know, like a pigeon. No, my pigeon! And then, you know, the pigeon dies, or is almost dead. And then the kid's like, go, pigeon, use, peck! And he, like, throws the pigeon at the kid. And, you know, it's not the rock, because the pigeon's not going to attack the rock. It's going to attack the kid. So then the kid's like, no, don't, stop it, Joey, make him stop. And the kid's like, pigeon, come back. No, don't hurt Jimmy. And then they all end up in the ER, because the kid throws rocks at the other kid. And yeah, that's how I imagine some battles would go. Like with the turtle. We would make the throw rocks at the turtle, and the turtle would probably have a squirt gun on his back, and the kid would be like putting the squirt gun next to the turtle, and like pew pew pew, and then Elvis dies. Yeah, that's a look inside the real life Pokemon. Not any of this Pokemon Go BS. Nah. That's not how real Pokemon would be. Nah, nope, not at all. Not at all. Come on, dudes. Man. So it looks like Ruffles not doing very well. He's sucking so much. Absorb needs to do better damage. So I saw yesterday that Pokemon has posted the regionals, the Masters Championships. I think they were. I didn't see all of them, but yeah, I thought they were pretty neat to watch. You know. I mean, I like to watch Pokemon battles in general, but you know, I don't do it too often. So yeah, you kind of learn new things, like Frost Breath, I think it was, and it lowers the speed of the opposite Pokemon, and it hits multiple targets, which is cool. So I thought that was really interesting, and how like every Cresselia that I saw in the regionals championships always had Frost Breath or something like that. I'm sorry, I can't remember the name, but it was weird, because usually when I think of like competitiveness, you think of status and damage, but Frost Breath just lowered the speed and didn't do much damage, you know. So that kind of like caught me off guard when I saw that first, and how little damage Cresselia did. Oh my gosh, and then like the Groudons, like, I want to know how they were built, because I imagine that you'd probably build a really bulky Groudon, and then make it like adamant, or maybe make it impish or something. You know, that's how I imagine it would be, because that way you can probably get a free Sword Stance, and maybe even live off all the other Groudon's attacks. Another thing I found was cool is that they would skill swap with the Cresselia and their Groudons, so their Precipice Blades wouldn't hit. Oh, it's disabled. Let's make this stupid thing go to sleep. And yeah, you know, it's just weird how good Cresselia and Groudon work together. And it's like the synergy with a lot of the teams it's really nice to see how they work out together. It's also a little disappointing to see how similar just about every team is too, you know, like every team had a Groudon, every team had a Cresselia, every team had some kind of Landorus, Thundurus, Therian form, you know. And yeah, I mean, it is disappointing to see that. And it's also kind of disappointing to see all these legendaries being in these competitions. You know, because it's like, they're legendaries, they're supposed to be OP, you know, and then the competitions are like supposed to be like, you know, you're supposed to be really good at Pokemon, you know, you're not necessarily supposed to use these ultra mega strong Pokemon, you know, I think it kind of defeats the purpose, you know. But then again, after seeing what people have done with these legendaries and how they're playing with them, I'm starting to think a little better of it. I'm starting to realize why they may have allowed the legendaries. You know, because if a lot of people are using these super high legendaries, there are going to be people who are going to find out, hey, I shouldn't just make this an overpowered attacker. I should make this thing bulky and then maybe give it Sword Stance or, you know, crap like that. You know, like there's not one set defined way to make all these legends. And with Groudon and Kyogre, I think it's like they're I think they would be bulky enough on their own to survive, but then again they have to go up against themselves all the time. So you'd have to make your Groudons and Kyogres different ways. You know, and all that's just really interesting to me. And Blue has been defeated. Or Emerald, I'm sorry. I keep calling him Blue. Ruffles! You're evolving! Evolving! Should we get a Vileplume or should we get a Bellossom? Can we get a Bellossom? Are there Sunstones in this game? I don't know. I would want a Vileplume, I think. But I wouldn't be mad with a Bellossom. I should probably check out their stats. I remember Vileplumes. Hey, I heard there was a Cutmaster on board. He's old man. He sucks. Go talk to him. Bye, loser. Yeah, I haven't seen Bellossom stats. I remember Vileplume stats were pretty decent. You know, not bad. Not that good. But, you know, not terrible, you know. Nothing like a Sunkern. Haha. Because Sunkern sucks. Here's Cut. Have it. Teach it. Fight it. Be good. Using Cut, you can be amazing and chop down little trees that you couldn't pull out with your hands. Just kidding, you probably could have, but this is Pokemon, so we want you to use these HMs and TMs and stuff. Create more of a challenge, bro. So yeah, that's one thing so far of regionals, and I really can't wait for nationals. That's gonna be really cool to watch. Another interesting thing that I found in nationals. Or regionals. I'm sorry, I keep wanting to say nationals. Or worlds is what I should have been saying instead of nationals. It wouldn't be nationals. Is that I liked seeing a Bronzong and, like, you know, when people bring these Pokemon that are obviously not part of the meta. You know, Bronzong. You don't see too many of those at all. Granted, I don't think it did good in the match that she used it in. Or it was used in. So that might be a reason why it's not in the meta. In the meta? What the frick? In the meta. So yeah, those are my thoughts on that. Let's heal up our Pokemons. Yeah, I want to know what you guys thought of the Nationals, you know? Because I thought they were pretty fun to watch. I didn't watch all of them. Yeah, you know, I didn't watch all of them. So I still have to finish a few more. I saw the one with Chum or Campbell or something like that. Choppy, I think his name was. And here we're going to get the fishing rod. Choppy versus Sam I saw, and then it was Sam versus a girl. I forgot who else it was. And she's the one who had the Bronzong. Sam's team was really good. I gotta say, it really was pretty good. Choppy did make a few mistakes, and I thought that really did cost him. But then you could hear the exact same thing I'm saying. Is basically what the commenters are saying. Were saying I watched it last night, so Yeah, let's buy some potions. I have 0 in my bag. Jeez. I probably won't need 10, but you never know. Alrighty, right. So let's go on to the gym. TM cast. Let's teach cut. Don't make me HMO1 you. Ruffles or Chompy? Come on, let's be real here. Ruffles gonna be a good grass type, but no. Is cut better than tackle? Oh my gosh, it is. It's 50 base power. Yeah, you learned it. Whatever. Look at Rattata absorb that HMO1. I'm gonna HMO1 you. I like how in this game you can just press A on the bushes in the ocean and say, "Hey, you want to swim?" Because I've been playing a lot of Pokemon Red. I'm almost done with it, and you know, it's just kind of a hassle. Like, not only seeing if you can or can't swim, but also, you know, you have, without knowingly, you can use cut on something that doesn't exist. I don't know. I'm not making much sense. I'm sorry, brus. I'm sorry. Me so sorry. There's only trash. I hate trash cans. Too much trash. How does trash relate to electricity? I'd like to know that. Shoot! Dang it! I reset it. Obviously. What am I, stupid? I'd also like, yeah, I'd like to, gym battle. Yeah, I'd like to know what trash cans have to do with the electricity. Or electric types, you know. Pikachu! Pikachu! I wish he can run. I don't want to fight him. But oh well, we have to go out to Elvis, because Elvis is going to win the gym for us. Elvis confirmed. Oh, Elvis confirmed. Come on, I want to get to the gym leader in accurate time. Okay, so I'm also kind of wondering what Pokemon's going to be like the Pachirisu and the Machamp from last year. Actually, I don't remember if the Machamp was last year. It might have been the year before. And even was the Pachirisu last year or was it the year before? I don't remember. I know it was one of these recent years. But I'm kind of wondering what the Pokemon will be, what that Pokemon will be in this format. You know, I really want to know. I'm curious. Whether it's like a random Golem or Kingler. I'd love to see Kingler. I've been really hooked on Kingler ever since, I don't know, Pokemon. I guess Pokemon Go really got me into Kingler and Gen 1 Pokemon in general. I don't know. I feel really weird about it. Because, like, I've always liked Kingler and Krabby, but I guess I never really noticed how cool they were. Yeah, no, I don't know. I just have a recent fascination with Krabby and Kingler. It's odd, I guess. So that means these two are the ones. Yes. What? Okay, do these trash cans reset every time I click on one? Yes! Misa did it. Misa did it! He was a hard taskmaster, bro. So, yeah, guys, I think this is what I'm going to make the QOTD question of the day. What Pokemon do you think is going to be the special Pokemon in Worlds? Or, yeah, I guess in Worlds, because I guess there's no guarantee that there's going to be a special one in the champion uses. There must be, though, you know, because I think that was a, how do I call it? A staple, or a correlation? No. Look at me, I'm not even paying attention. I was supposed to use magnitude there. It seems to be a commonality, there we go, between the Masters to bring Pokemon that haven't been seen before in Worlds. Frick, again, I clicked Mega Punch. So yeah, what new Pokemon are you expecting to see in Worlds? There we go. Or do you want to see in Worlds? That'll be the QOTD. I want it to be Kingler. That's my answer, Kingler. You know what? Maybe it's not. Maybe it should be Cloyster. I don't know. These are all Pokemon I've made. During the past 2 weeks, I've made so many competitive Pokemon. Granted, they may not be that good, but they're pretty decent when I use them. Or they've been decent the way I've been using them. And Cloyster and Kingler have definitely been one of them. So, guys, it seems I am over my time a little bit. So, this we'll leave off at Lieutenant Surge. And we'll continue to defeat him in the next episode. Please leave a like and subscribe if you have enjoyed. This has been Chief from CradilyGaming, signing off.